Right, we're going to be looking at doing the surface development of this hopper over here, the square-to-square transition piece, they call it. First of all, draw the two views as they've asked you to, and then number them. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 at the base, which can be represented over here, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 over there. And at the top, I've just got A, B, C, and D. At the top, there's A, B, C, and D. Right. First thing to look at is how to get your true lengths. In the past, we would have had an XY axis. Let me just draw in an XY axis quickly. If I've got an XY axis over here, I know that any lines that are parallel to that XY axis, the line in the opposite view is going to be a true length. So if I've got 1, 4 over here, parallel to the XY axis, I know that 1, 4 in this view is going to be a true length. Same story for 2 and 3. There's 2 and 3 being a true length. Also, if you've got a point view of the line, 1, 2 is a point view of the line. If I've got a point view, then I know that this line in this view over here is a true length, and the same goes for 3 and 4. Up at the top over here, you'll see that AB, BC, CD, they are all parallel to the XY axis. Therefore, I've got true lengths in this view over here. Right. Our problem is that for drawing a development drawing, I need to have true lengths for all of these lines as well. So I need to figure out what those true lengths are. And as you can see, none of those lines are parallel to the XY axis. So I need to find out what the true lengths of those lines are. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to draw a little graph over here, take a line out from the top over there, take a line out from the bottom, and I've got this line going up here which gives me the true height of the object. Right, my next step is to take a look at the length that I don't have. This length A1 over here, I take a length over there, that's not a true length, but if I place it on my graph over here, I mark it down and I write down 1A on the graph, and I draw a little line going from the top of the graph down to that point that I just made. This line that I'm going to get over here is going to be a true length of A1. If I want the true length of D4, same story, D4, come over here, place it down. There's 4D. If I draw a line going from the top of the graph down to there, I will end up with the true length of D4. Right. And the same thing goes for all of these lines. I see I'm missing a line going from 4 up to D over there. 4 up to D. If you'd note, this length of D4 over here should be the same as the length from A to 1. And this length over here from 3 to D is going to be the same as the length from D to 4. So in other words, once I've found those two lines, well, I've pretty much found all the true lengths for all of these other lines in here. All right, let's have a look. I'm going to move this little graph out the way so that I can draw the development drawing in place. There we go. I'm just going to place that up over there. And let's start this drawing. They've asked us to use the seam over here from 1 to A as the seam that they want welded. So I'm going to just draw a construction line out just a little bit. And I need to find the true length of 1A. I said that that's not a true length. I need to take this length off this graph over here, and I need to pull that down onto my line over here, and I can draw that in now as a true length. Straight away, you need to label that, and you start out, you put A on the inside over there, and 1 over there. Right. This development is going to curve around like that. Okay. My next thing is to go and find the distance from 1 to 2. All right. I've got a true length distance over here of 1, 2 because 1, 2 in that view is a point view. So I take a true length distance, I draw an arc over there, and somewhere along that line I'm going to have 2. How do I get that distance from 1 to 2? Well, I need to find a true length distance from A to B. Let's go from A to B. I'm going to take a distance of true length distance of AB. Okay. I need to find a true length distance from 1 to B. Do I have a true length distance of 1B? Well, if I look at it, that's going to be the same as this true length distance of D4. So I go over here. If I take that distance, you can see what I'm doing over here. That distance, take it over there to the graph, and this distance that I'm getting over here will be the true length distance of 1B. Right, do I have 1? Yes, I've got 1. There we go. And I arc off onto this thing, and I'll end up with a B over there. So I've got B. I can draw that in. So I've got a true length from A to B. I've got a true length from 1 to A. I've got a true length from 1 to B. Right. Now that I've got B, can I find 2? I originally got that distance, that true length distance from 1 to 2 over here. And I popped that in over there. You can see my arc. Somewhere along that arc, I'm going to have 2. Do I have a true length distance from B to 2? Okay. No, I don't have a true length distance there. I must go to my graph, place it down over there, and you'll see that that true length distance would be that distance over there. I can come along over here, go to B, and I arc off over there, and that will get me 0.2. Right, once I've got that, I can draw in those lines, 1 to 2, and 2 to B. Right, once I've got that, I just need to continue the process. I need to take a true length distance from B to C. There's my true length distance. It's parallel over there, therefore true length. B to C. Draw a little arc over there. Somewhere along that arc, I've got C. Do I have a true length distance of 2 to C? No, I don't. I need to take that 2C, go to my graph, mark it off, get the true length distance over here. Take that from 2 and mark off where C is. There's C. I can now draw in those lines. Right, our next step is to go from 2 to 3. Take the true length distance of 2, 3, go to 2, mark off an arc. Somewhere along that line, I'll have 3. Do I have a true length distance from C to 3? Go to C3, go to the graph, take the true length distance from the graph, go to C, mark off 3. There's 3. Put that in and draw that in. Right, once I've got that, I need to go from C to D. Take the true length distance from CD. It's parallel at the top there, so that's the true length. CD, go over here, make a little arc. Do I have a true length distance from 3 to D? No, I don't. Need to take a measurement from here, take it to the graph, place it down there, get this true length distance from there to there. Go to 3, place it down there, and mark off D. Draw in the lines. There we go. Right, once I've got that, I need to go from 3 to 4. True length distance from 3 to 4. go to 3, mark off an arc. Somewhere along that arc, I'll have 4. Do I have a true length distance from 4 to D? Take the true length the distance over here. That's not a true length. Take it to my graph, mark it off, get the true length distance off the graph. Go to D, mark off where 4 is. There's 4. Draw the line in. And draw the line in. Right, once I've got that, I need to go from D to A. Remember, it needs to end on A, so there we go, D to A. Measure that off. Somewhere along that arc, I'm going to have A. Do I have a true length distance of 4 to A? There we go, 4 to A. 4 to A, I need to go over here, measure that distance off, 4 to A. There we go, okay. So I've got point A again. If I've got point A, have I finished this thing? No, I haven't yet finished this thing because I need to go back to finding a 1 on this side as well. All right, so I've got A, I need to find 1 on this side. So what do I need? I need to take a true length distance of 4 to 1. Okay, 4 to 1. There it is. 4 to 1. Make an arc. Right, do I have a true length distance of A to 1? Yes, I do. It's a true length distance. When I go to my graph over there, there's my true length distance of A1 on the graph. Mark off over there. And I found 1 over there. That across, and draw that across. Right, at the end of the day, fold that all together and you'll end up with that shape.